Hello everyone, this is the Horror Man, and today I'm going to be doing a video on Halloween 2018, and the video is, what would you like to see in the movie? Yes, this is a question I've been asking myself for the longest time and asking my friend, because every time we hang out, there's always some conversation about Halloween, and this could be for at least like 30 minutes to over 3 hours to span the day. That's how much we talk about this movie, and we hang out probably 3 times a week. 3 to 4 times a week, at sometimes 5. So we talk about this fucking movie a lot, and I just want to know what the hell goes on in this movie. I can't wait till it comes out. This movie needs to be released, because I am just crapping my pants waiting for this movie. This has been the most anticipated movie I've ever waited for in my entire life. I remember I got really anticipated for a movie called Inherent Vice a couple years ago. Man, that movie sucked, and I was so pissed. That's why I'm hoping Halloween doesn't suck. I hope they do a good job. Their budget's like $15 million, and they're making it because they want to make it good. And I hope that's the outlook on this thing. With Blade Runner 2049, that budget was $150 million, but they made it so that it would be good. They didn't care how much money they made back. They wanted it to be good, and it was fucking fantastic, and they made almost double what they earned, I think. I don't know, but they made a lot of money. So $15 million for a horror film, I don't know if that's a lot or not, but it's not a lot compared to films in general. So I'm gonna go with it's good, because they're definitely gonna make over $60 million. I know probably first opening weekend they'll probably make 40 million at most, but if we're gonna go with what I'm thinking here, I'm thinking they're gonna make around 25 million on the opening day, and the least amount I'd have to go with 10 million. That's how low I'm gonna go, but that's not what I think. I'm gonna go from 17.5 to 25 million. That's how much they're gonna make opening weekend. And then in total they're gonna make over 60 million worldwide. So let me get this video started. I know that was a long intro, holy fucking shit. The first thing I want to know in this movie is how the opening shapes out, because we all know the ending to Halloween 1, where he falls off the cliff and he's presumed dead until Donald Pleasence looks out and he's like, oh shit, he's fucking gone, where the fuck did he go? Now this is what's gonna happen in the movie. I know I already have a couple predictions for this, but he's gonna try to run away, the cops are gonna show up and arrest him, and they're gonna take him back to Smith's Grove, and it seems like it'll be pretty easy to do to make that transition happen from the first one, because it's definitely believable. Because if you can make Halloween H2O to go into Resurrection, I'm sure you can do anything you want with the Halloween movie, and that seems perfectly fine, because I would believe that as well. Like, I can see that happening. Like, he runs right into the cops or something, runs into someone, maybe Sheriff Brackett or something, I don't know. Like, that'd be cool to have him come back, but they would have to get like a younger actor and someone who looks exactly like him. I don't know if anybody looks like him nowadays, but hey, if they do, fuck, sign me up for it, okay? Next thing I want to see in this movie, or hear, some things I want to hear and see in this movie, is the voice of Donald Pleasence. Some guy is doing voice acting for Donald Pleasence in this movie, and they said he's doing a fantastic job at it, so I hope that it ends up being good, because I know Donald Pleasence can't be in this movie because he's dead. Rest in peace, Mr. Sam Loomis, I love you. This should be good, because I love Donald Pleasence in all the Halloween movies. He did the best acting in all of them combined against anybody else. Maybe Laurie or Jamie Lee Curtis, I'm sorry, and then Michael Myers. Everybody played him. He beat them all. Donald Pleasence is iconic to this movie. He's just iconic. He's an iconic man. My next thing I'm looking forward to is the iconic breathing. You saw pictures of Nick Castle in the sound booth, and he's doing his breathing, and I just watched a video of him explaining it and shit, and I thought that was really cool. It got me in the mood to watch Halloween 2018, but hey, it's not fucking out yet, so I gotta wait till October 18th. Yes, October 18th, I'm gonna see it on Thursday, not Friday, because I can't wait a single fucking day after. So the breathing really brought out the movie a lot, because the end scene where he escapes, and you just pan around the whole neighborhood and every house, John Carpenter decided to take more shots and have the breathing over every single spot, and I just found that completely creepy, and the movie ends, because it's like, hey, he can be out anywhere, okay? That's fucking creepy. My next thing I want to listen / look at is the soundtrack, but no look at, because you can't look at a soundtrack, you can only look at the physical copy of it. But I do want to hear the soundtrack to this movie. The little snippet we got the other day made me jizz everywhere. I love how ambient that sounds. I like how the documentary guy's voice was like perfect and somber toning. It was perfect. And then the iconic Halloween theme came out at the end, but it was only for like 3 seconds. My next one is the kills in this movie. I want to see how the kills are in this movie. I hope it's going to be brutal. You saw some of the pictures that came out like 2 or 3 months ago. The mechanics picture, that looks very brutal. I'm not a big fan of the Rob Zombies, but I love his kills in that movie. I love how brutal they are. I hope we get to see brutal movies, but I hope we get to see brutal kills, but not too brutal, because you know you gotta kind of keep it simple too, but also make it fucking awesome. Because when he drops that teeth in the porta potty, not the porta potty, the restroom, that was amazing. I want to know where those teeth came from. I'm assuming it's from the mechanic, and if it's not, it's coming from the documentary guy, because he's bashing his head into the stall door. So yeah, I hope they're cool. I wanna see some cool kills. I wanna see James A. Janisse do the kill count to this movie. Hopefully he can do it soon. I don't know. And then I want to know who dies at the end. Like, will it be Laurie? Will it be Michael? I don't know. Before this movie was like fully starting to work on, they were saying it's gonna be one sequel, and I was like, oh, that sounds perfect. I like how that sounds, because if they try to make another one, they're just gonna ruin it again. They're gonna get more and more out of place. But now here's the question, you know, if Laurie dies in this movie and Michael's still out there, I'm sure everyone will want to see another movie after that, especially if this movie's fucking good and they have like the same cast basically. This is my prediction of what will happen in this movie. It's not professional prediction, but this is what I think is going to happen. I think Michael and Laurie are going to battle it out, and Michael gets a good stab on her and she dies, and that's the end of Laurie Strode. But then her daughter is still alive, and I think that's who the focal point is on this movie, because Michael doesn't kill her, and so he has another reason why to come back out and kill again, because he didn't get the job done, like the premise was for this one. So it's all about Laurie's daughter in Halloween 2. Yes, another Halloween 2 movie. So that's what I think is going to happen. If Michael dies, the series is over, unless they come up with a stupid thing where he's alive again. But I do think the ending will leave you... I think the ending will be ambiguous, of course. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, I think Laurie's going to die. Leave in the comments who you think's going to die in this movie, Michael or Laurie. Maybe the daughter will die. I don't know. I just know those other 2 teenagers she was walking with will die, because if you pause the frame, you can see the girl who opened the closet door, you know, with a bloody arm. So she's dead. I don't know what's gonna happen with that little kid in the bed, because I don't think Michael would kill a kid. But hey, anything can happen. I hope they do, though. I'd love to see that in the movie, because in It, they killed Georgie, ripped off his arm with his mouth. That was pretty cool. Wasn't expecting that. And that should do it. That's what I'm looking forward to this movie. I'm probably looking forward to a lot of other things in this movie, but those are just like the main things I'd like to see. Like, especially who dies at the end. I want to know. I want to know so bad. I want to know the opening. I want to know the kills. I want to know the voice of Donald Pleasance. I want to know the iconic breathing. I want to know the soundtrack. Give it to me. Give it to me now. I want to know. I love Halloween. Can't wait for this movie. Talk about it for a long time. Gonna continue to talk about it on this channel until it comes out, and probably after it comes out. So stay tuned for more updates on this movie, and I'll get back to you later, and you guys have a good fucking day.